Jordan Man here. This wonderful person by the name of Sophia Banks has written a whopping one article about the Jordan Peterson his appearance at the Senate hearing for Bill C-16. And I'm gonna, link all the things in the description below. I'm gonna link the full debate, which is on Jordan's channel, and maybe you could find it other places as well. But I have no, there's nothing in me that believes that any of it was edited at all. I think it is the full thing. At no point does Jordan say the things that this person claims he said. Now, Sophia here said, I sat in the back. I did a Google search on Sophia Banks, and I happened to find a YouTube video of them. I'm pretty sure it is the same person. Tell me if I'm wrong here. So, here's this guy, right? Of course, it's on a camera, so you're gonna have to look for yourself. And that's at time index, so I don't know, 28 seconds or so. And then here is the same, well, now it's a gal, and this is Sophia Banks. So, there's those glasses, there's that face, yeah, same glasses, same face, but, you're back to being a guy now? Did you give up on the whole woman thing? I don't know. But that doesn't seem like the back. I mean, I would think the back would be like the back. The lies told in the article about what Jordan said are obvious when you listen to the Senate hearing, which a lot of people have done already. You won't hear him say these things, and with the education level that Jordan Peterson has, for you to claim that he said these things in the way that you claim them also shows the level of falseness involved here, because he wouldn't say these things in that way. And he tweeted about this article and how it just lies and just doesn't tell the truth. What's interesting to me is the other stuff that's in this article that you've written that I have to doubt because of your blatant outright lies. At least two of them, maybe more, that you have here. It's all about freedom of speech for these people, but they don't understand. It's different when you're not representing me, but you say that, but at the same time you also say that they can't go to jail for not calling you what you want them to call you. So which is it? Is it I can call you a male or a female depending on how you're dressed and what you look like at the time? I mean, on that video where you're in the background, I'm going to say you're a guy. On that other video, I'll say either you're a cross-dresser or you're trying to look like a woman, so I guess I'll call you a woman, I suppose. I'm not sure. Oh, I could just ask you, but I don't want to talk to you. But if I come up to you and say, hey, sir, how are you doing? And you're dressed like a guy, well, you can take, if that happened in Canada, you could take me before the Human Rights Tribunal. And you could, and if you won, which you probably could do, they would impose a fine against me, which I don't have money, so I couldn't pay it. They could also impose that I'm supposed to, maybe say some sort of apology or say the thing that you want me to say. And if I don't do that, then what happens? Well, I'm held in contempt. And then I can go to jail because I'm being held in contempt of court. So absolutely, this is something that can get somebody sent to jail, which is covered by Jordan and the lawyer, who isn't Jordan Peterson's lawyer, by the way, which you say in the article, so that's another lie. He's just a lawyer. He's there. He's representing his own interests and the interests of clients. I don't think it is Jordan's lawyer, but whatever. Okay. This madness has to stop. This madness of, I need laws to protect me. If you call me by the wrong name, there's no law that protects me from you doing that. But that's different, because the transsexual community is so fragile and so vulnerable that calling them the wrong sex will do something to them. That's hate speech, and they need to be protected. Really? I just don't think that they're this vulnerable, that they're this weak. I think they're strong individuals. It takes a lot of courage to change your body one way or the other. But this victimhood culture has just made people want to be weak, whether they really are or not, because being weak gives you power. Because if you claim to be weak and then you claim that you need protection, then you can get laws put into place to protect you, which is, you think, good for you. But also in this law that passed without any amendments or anything is this contradictory language that suggests on one hand that that you're being male or female is biological, but on the other hand that gender is a social construct. So which is it? So then gender reassignment therapy is perfectly fine, since it's just a social construct. So conversion therapy is just fine. If you come in and you say, I'm a woman, and we go, yeah, well, maybe you're not. Let's try to convince you that you're a guy first. There would be nothing wrong with that if it's not biologically based. Whoops. But it gets worse, because this law and about pronouns, I can just declare that my pronoun is something ridiculous that you don't want to address me as, and then when you don't do that, then you're in trouble. And don't think that people won't abuse this. Of course people will abuse it. So, this is not a victory at all. And it's only a matter of time before people like Sophia Banks realize it. But by then it might be too late. In the meantime, the only thing that Sophia Banks and people like, I'm going to say him, can do is lie about the opposition, because they have no facts on their side. They don't need a law to protect them in this way. What they need is courage. Courage that real transgender people, I think, have. I don't think Sophia Banks is a real one. I just think that he is a cross-dresser who wants to be a transsexual. Otherwise, why would he show up as a guy here and a girl? But I can't know his mind. But I can doubt what he says, because he's already lied twice in this article. Shame on you, Sophia Banks, if that's even your real name. Shame. Freedom of speech has now become compelled speech in Canada, at least in part. It's not really clear what this will do, or how this will work, or what will happen next, or how this whole thing will play out yet. And we're seeing laws like this be tried to be introduced in different places around the world as people lose their mind and ability to reason, because they're worried about people being taken advantage of. And this victimhood culture mentality, it needs to stop. People are stronger than this. But I suppose they feel like they can gain power by being the victim and then asking for laws to protect them. And that might work in the short term, but there's easy ways to exploit these laws and use them against you. So it might be something that you think is good, but it's not going to be. When you base a law on a logical ideology, you're gonna get probably an illogical outcome. That's all.